And now it's time for inebriated history. Oops, I mean abbreviated history.
Oh, buddy, the Cold War. Buckle up, this is like if two roommates hated each other so much they filled the apartment with nukes instead of talking it out. Real toxic energy, bro. Real passive-aggressive global beef. So, okay, after World War II, right? The world's sitting there like, ooh, glad that's over. But then, bam, plot twist. The US and the Soviet Union start side-eyeing each other like two drunk exes at a dive bar. America was all about freedom fries, capitalism, and Elvis's hips. The Soviets were like, nah, man, we're into communism and sad bread lines. Boom, ideological slap fight begins. Act 1, the shade begins, late 1940s. So, Truman's like, let's stop communism from spreading, and the USSR's like, let's spread it extra hard just to spite you. They split Germany right down the middle like a soggy grilled cheese sandwich. East goes red, West goes jazz hands and Coca-Cola. Act 2. Everyone builds nukes while sweating. The 1950s and 1960s. Okay. So then it's a nuke measuring contest. They start building bombs the size of frickin' school buses, pointing them at each other like, touch me, and I'll turn you into a glow stick. Cuban Missile Crisis? That was like the drunkest, sweatiest, closest to nuking ourselves game of chicken ever. JFK's out here like, remove the missiles or I swear on Marilyn Monroe's ghost. And Khrushchev's like, fine. Everyone breathes super hard. Meanwhile, spy stuff. James Bond type stuff in real life. CIA's sneaking around in trench coats. KGB's tapping phones. Everyone's throwing coups in places they can't even spell. Latin America, Africa, Asia. Everyone gets dragged into this awkward step-sibling slap fight. Act 3, arms race, space race, face race. They go to space, build satellites, try to outdo each other with the science while still being real petty. America gets to the moon first and plants a flag like, suck it, Lenin. Back home, we're all doing bomb drills like, hide under your desk, Timmy, that'll save you from nuclear fire. Timmy's like, are we sure about that, Ms. Peterson? Ms. Peterson says, we are not, Timmy. Act 4, it gets weird. 1970s and the 1980s. Okay, so then we get détente, which is French for let's chill, but not really. Then Ronald Reagan shows up like a cowboy with a twinkle in his eye and says, evil empire. And suddenly, things heat up again. He even pretends we can shoot nukes out of the sky with the lasers like it's Star Wars, budget edition. The big collapse. 1991. And then the Soviet Union just poofs, like a puff of vodka-soaked confetti. Gorbachev tries to fix things with the words like glasnost and perestroika, which sound like IKEA furniture, but mean, let's not implode. And, spoiler alert, they still implode. Suddenly, it's all over. No war, no big boom, just capitalism wins by default. And Russia's like, okay, we're done. Can we sell you gas and hackers now? Final thoughts. So yeah, the Cold War wasn't cold, wasn't a war, just a 40-year tense-as-hell staring contest with nukes, spies, and astronauts. We all survived, barely. Cheers to not being nuclear toast.
This inebriated history was, like, made possible with VideoGen.